Glad you're back.
Glad we're back too.
That's right. We've been looking forward to this for months.
Yeah, it's been several months since our last live video, but we wanted to tune in, say hey to you guys, see what's going on, let you guys know what's going on, what's biting, winter fishery, all that stuff.
Exactly. And I don't know my buddy Spinning Bayou is in tune with us, but thanks so much for your kind gesture today, and we really appreciate it. We don't mind pulling your anchor out for you. You know, that's what fishermen do. We look after each other, right? Unless you get in our fishing hole, and then it's a totally different ball game.
How's it going, Sharky? Hola.
Okay, so our first
Almost
trip
nice.
in a while, since I guess the Full Bull Redfish tournament was offshore the day after Thanksgiving.
Yep. We went Black Friday, our second time offshore fishing on Black Friday.
We call it Blue Water Friday, but yeah.
Yeah, didn't have as many crowds to fight. I don't even know how it was. I've never really gone out Black Friday. I don't know if there were a lot of crowds this year or not.
Right.
COVID.
But the water was slick. Well, not slick as last Friday, but
Right, yeah.
not bad.
hmm
So we get out there and we start trolling for wahoo, and what happens?
Let's see. Okay, so we've been out to the ledge twice. I'm trying to get my bearings. First time, start trolling, and no wahoo. We got, I think we got a mahi early.
Mahi and then what, bonito or something. And did we get a hammerjack on that trip or no?
No, not that one. It's pretty slow. And hey, Spinning Bayou, how's it going? So we trolled around for wahoo, nothing. It was really warm out there, super warm water for this time of year. And we're like, hey, let's try some bottom fishing. So we go all the way out to the ledge and we're dropping down, we're catching triggers.
Why do we go to the ledge? Why is the deeper water better?
For,
Triggerfish.
I don't know.
Because they're bigger. They're bigger out there. You don't hardly catch anything that's not a keeper out there. When you get in 190 feet of water, and I can tell you it's a long way up.
How's it going, Jason? Yeah, so the best trigger fishing, at least so far this year, has been in the deeper water, 180, 190, 170.
Right there to what they call a break it or drop off, I guess.
Yeah, and a lot of boats out there, a lot of boats doing good.
So we're catching triggerfish, and I think what all did we catch? We had several.
Yeah, a good variety. We had vermilions, triggerfish, porgy, all sorts of different things. It was a pretty good variety.
So we're out there fishing, catching these bottom fish, and then what do we see?
So it's like getting late, okay, right? So we're about 2 hours from home, and it's about 4 o'clock. So I'm thinking, okay, if we head in soon, we'll get home right as it's getting dark, you know. But we look up and we see fish busting. Like, that looks like blackfin tuna. So
They were actually coming out of the water, yes.
Yeah, they were busting good. And I've seen bonita and stuff do that, so I was a little skeptical at first. But then, like, we're looking, like, man, these got that black stripe, they're like blackfin, and we're watching, like, man, there's a rip coming. It's like a rip came up right on the edge. So you see the two bodies of water, and we're seeing birds, and we're seeing tuna busting. Like, let's troll it.
Yep, a lot of pound fish.
Yeah. So we put out the CNH rattle jet, start trolling, boom, blackfin tuna on. Nice blackfin tuna.
About 12 to 15 pounder, huh?
Not like the ones we catch in the Keys, but way bigger.
Uh-huh.
Let's see, hey, Offshore Fishing Channel. Nice, thank you for tuning in from North Carolina.
Sweet.
And thanks Oceans Deep as well for tuning in. But anyways, we were fishing for tuna, right? And we just kept pulling and pulling, like it went, okay, let's pull again, boom, fish on, tuna.
We're pulling how many lines?
Just one line, and just way back, boom, tuna. Every time we drove by, finally I'm like, man, it's getting late, you know.
We gotta go, huh? I said, let's just put one more out while we're getting the boat ready.
Yeah.
What we did, as soon as we locked it in, we didn't even turn around and boom.
Well, we started going like, cause I've been going, you know, north south of the rip, catching them in one spot. Like, so let's just go and leave it out. So I'm heading west now. I think we were going for a minute or two, so I wasn't even right on the spot, and still tuna hits it.
Nice one too.
So it was the craziest day of tuna fishing we've ever had.
Yeah, we probably had 100 pounds of blackfin. Really good day.
Yeah.
Or close to it anyhow.
Mm-hmm.
So, we get back out again.
Yep.
What, 2 weeks later?
Yeah, this past Friday, a week ago from yesterday, or tomorrow, tomorrow, a week back, yeah, 6 days ago, and we go out there and we've had some cold weather, right? And it's cold. I'm thinking, okay, the water's gonna be colder. I think it's gonna push the Wahoo thicker, kind of can
A defined line.
consolidate them, yeah. But we drove around in the morning and no Wahoo. I think a couple people had them next to us, nearby. We just had an amberjack, and we ended up going back to the triggerfish. And again, really good triggerfish bite, still going strong. We actually saw a lot of fish busting. We saw tuna busting this time, and we saw three different sails. That was really cool. It was
I
dead.
mean, right there in the boat too.
See them, like you see the stripes on the body, you see that sail gliding through. It was cool. Couldn't get them to bite. And we trolled for the tuna again. Didn't have as much success, but they were all over the place, even more so. It wasn't a definer; they were just everywhere.
Did get that tuna mahi though, one nice one.
Yeah.
Ocean Deep Fishing wants to know, do you find that the tuna always seem to go deep when you get close to them trolling?
Yeah, and what we do, we send that line back there, and I can tell you from real end to the end, it is back there. We go, what, maybe 250, 300 yards back?
Yeah. I mean, it's a good way. Sometimes, I mean, it looks like half the spool's gone.
Mm-hmm. And when they hit, we usually is most of the spool gone time you catch it.
Yeah. And one thing to watch for too is I found like tuna, like I don't see it like sometimes actually I do see them right next to me. Like when we were trolling like 2 weeks ago and then last week, like I saw them fairly close. I mean sometimes they go down a little bit, but then there are some fish which I think are bonita. Like if you keep trolling towards them and you can never reach them,
It's bonita.
then yeah, that's bonita. Like we've done that like dolphin. Like you'll see birds and you're like, oh, those birds must be over a dolphin, and you try to troll to the birds, but the birds are always out of reach because they're on like bonita that are just
It's constantly.
too fast.
Yeah, I guess they don't like it, but
Yeah.
they move fast. One of the ways you can fix that is when you throw your line way out, loop. Like when you instead of going straight for the birds, loop around and then come back, and then that'll pull your lure right into where the birds are. Maybe it won't spook. I think it's worked for us a couple of times doing it that way.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard because you think you're gonna loop around, the fish go the way you weren't intending to loop. So
Right.
sometimes I just try to get as close. Sometimes you just got that line way back there, and hopefully they'll hit it.
There you go. Did you have anything, Kelly?
Okay,
All right.
still chugging along.
All right. And so we got our catches a few fish there, and then you did a video,
Oh, I always do.
a collab with what, 11 other people.
Has anyone seen our video we posted this morning?
Came out this
A little
morning.
Christmas cheer video.
Yeah, the 12 fishing days of Christmas or something like that. What do you call it?
Fishing 12 Days of Christmas.
12 Days of Christmas Fishing Edition.
Fishing edition. There you go.
Whatever you want to call it. It's got 12, it's got days, and it's got fishing in it.
Right. That's right.
Spinning
And
Valley Who Said Funny.
now let me tell you something. That we may not be the Beatles. I bet you the Beatles can't catch as many fish as these 12 collaborators can do.
That's true.
So there, Beatles, take that, put it in your violin and play it, or whatever you guys play on.
It's Charlie Daniels. Put that in his
That's right.
violin and play it.
That's right. Yeah, the devil went down to your house.
Fiddle. Is the violin and fiddle the same?
Right, similar.
I guess. Looks the same to me.
So, funny story behind the 12 Days of Christmas. As you'll notice, we had Tyler from Tyler's Real Fishing. Great guy, pretty cool guy. I don't know if you've seen his videos. Bass fisherman out in Texas. And he's done some fishing parody songs as well. And he's a good singer. I mean, you can obviously tell he's got a great voice.
We're going to have him on again singing.
And if you guys know from my last song, we are not good singers. I'm not musically inclined at all. I'm happy to tell you. So that being said, when I asked Tyler, I was like, hey Tyler, you want to be in a quick, fun, little fishing 12 Days of Christmas song? I know he sings. He's like, yeah, sure, I'll do it. I was like, okay, I need you to sing these lines. He's like, okay. He says, what key? I'm like,
We said siesta.
Florida Keys?
Exactly.
Yeah. I was like, I was like, oh, shoot, what are you talking about key? I don't know any musical terms.
That's right.
I was like, whatever you think best.
Yeah.
I trust you.
Yeah, the best key you can come up with.
He gave me a couple keys to work with, and I was
It'll
like,
be
wow.
good.
Yeah. Like, dude, maybe I should just have him sing all the days of Christmas.
There you go.
At least do the voice for all of us or something.
That's it. So
So,
next year we're gonna have a bunch of you guys maybe jumping in there and get spinning ballet. We'll give you the 12. How about that?
see who can sing. Have tryouts next year.
Yeah, and so
We missed a few comments. I seen a few.
Some may or may not have said not to give up your day job.
yeah, we were quite aware of that. That's why you won't see us. You won't.
That's
see
why
an
you
album.
haven't given up your day job.
That's right. Yeah.
Right?
Our album might go aluminum or something. You know, that's about the most we're gonna get.
Shirley said, "Hey JJ," and then Spinning Valley, who asked how the Texas hunting was.
Texas hunting.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, when I went there, the weather wasn't all that cold. It was cool, and I seen a bunch of small bucks. Seen one buck, and I was using another gun that my brother's gun. When I went to click the safety off, I didn't quite get it all the way off, and they were moving through the mesquite, and I didn't get the shot at the best one. But he sends me pictures all the time since I've been back of all the bucks that are under the stand I was sitting. So it was like I should have been there after the day I was there, but anyhow.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, but otherwise, I mean, it is a nice place to hunt. It's a whole different ball game from Florida. You know, we got trees and stuff there. They got mesquite, and then they got desert, and then they got mesquite,
Very flat and open, right?
flat and open.
Which is funny because this year we've been hunting here in Florida, and it's been wet, and I had to wear waders because the water was over my boots to get to my tree stand.
Right.
Just to go to show you what Florida hunting's like. One morning, my brother was in the tree stand. He says, "I see an alligator crossing the road."
Yeah. That gives you a sign that it's a little bit wet there, doesn't it?
Right. I'm like, dang, I walked through the swamp. I mean, it was several hundred yards of solid water. And I'm doing it at night, and I'm like, I'm not going to use my light because I don't want to spook anything.
And we're talking about 2 foot deep water too. You know, in
Yeah.
some spots.
Like, how many gators did I walk by?
That's right, in moccasins, because it was a hot year too.
Mhm.
To go that. Believe it or not, the mosquitoes weren't as bad as you would think, as wet as it is.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, but that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Spinning Valley, who said you need to try Kansas one year.
That I was going to tell you about it, and I think I seen some of your videos where you did, y'all did pretty good. I think it was you and Chris that went up there, but yeah, that would be a neat hunt to go up there and film it all.
I'd like to do a hunt out west or something like that. Maybe, I don't know, what's Nevada or,
It'll be Illinois.
Utah.
Wyoming.
I
You,
mean, yeah.
yeah, you got your elk in Utah,
Mm-hmm.
in the great state of Utah,
Mm-hmm.
which is a pretty neat hunt too, I think too. But
Yeah.
anyhow, so upcoming, what would you say as far as the Wahoo right now? Keep your boat, keep your safety gear really up to date, because this time of the year the water's starting to get cold, and even though you have e-Purbanol, if you don't have other stuff,
Mm-hmm.
you know, the time it would take to rescue you, the cold water hypothermia would kick in. So
Yeah. Make sure all your gear's good to go. If you're gonna go offshore to the ledge, remember it's cold. Bundle up good.
right,
Have your jacket, have a face mask, all
exactly.
that stuff. Inshore, you know, there's good fishing like
Sheep's head.
Sheep's Head. Yeah, that one's going really good. I've seen some good reports on that.
Right, the trout and sheephead is really good this time of year. Reds, when the water's warm up on the mud flats, you'll find them. But yeah, make sure that you're safe. And then one of the things we do when we go out is we'll carry like a blanket, some stuff in one of those bags that are sealed.
Mm-hmm.
That way, if you get cold or something, you
Yeah.
pop down there. Because when you get out at 60 miles, there ain't no way to warm up out there. And of course, out there it's not as bad.
Yeah, usually it's good there. It's just usually when you're out there and then you're ready to come home, most be like, oh, it's warm, let's go. I'm like, I know, let's put all our clothes back on because it won't take long for it to get chilly.
Yeah, about 15, 20 miles in, then you start seeing the difference. And by
Yeah.
the time you get to the shore, it's really cold.
We were out there that first trip and we get back and there's like fog, real bad fog. It was like patchy. It was crazy. Like we got in the river and you get into one section, it would just be so thick. You can't see hardly like 10, 15 feet. And like, you know, it was night that trip by the time we got in. So you couldn't see no lights on the land, no other boats, nothing. It's just like, wow, that was crazy. And then you keep on going, and then when you finally break free, all of a sudden, boom, you can see everything. It was just like on or off with that
Right.
fog.
That's when you use your radar and your GPS and everything you got to keep you in the middle of the channel, because you can't see. I mean, we didn't even see the buoys for a long time until we were up the riverways.
Right.
Did you we have another account? Okay,
So far, so good.
so we're gonna try to do maybe another trip before the end of the year.
Maybe we'll see. See what's going on. See how the weather is. It's cold again today, so
And yeah, the Marvin is supposed to be warm by Sunday, and then I think cool again next
Yeah.
week.
should be cooling down fast offshore. You know, I'm kind of watching that. Make sure it's
That water temp.
yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure it's cool.
Because you really need to have that definition.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to stack them up. I think. I mean, they're still out there, but
Mhm.
just a lot more scattered. You know, I
Yeah.
haven't heard of anybody getting into them and tearing them. Tearing them up.
Right. There's a lot of the big Wahoo tournaments gonna be starting soon, so a lot of guys will be out there chasing them.
Exactly. Now it's a good time to check your gear, grease it, oil it, oil your eyes up and all.
Mm-hmm. Oil your eyes up.
Yeah,
Roller guides.
roller guys.
Don't oil your
Yeah,
eyes.
Yeah, right.
Do you use Fish Track?
No, I haven't, but I've heard of that. I need to check it out.
So this year we got to use our automatic pilot, which is that what
Mhm.
they call it, or iPilot, or
Autopilot, yeah.
autopilot.
Autopilot's the trolling motor at the front.
So anyhow, we use this autopilot, and the thing's nice. Sit back, and hit that thing on. We had 67 miles to come in back after Thanksgiving, and
Mm-hmm.
punch it in and sit back and enjoy the ride back in.
Yeah.
Not constantly up there having to stay up on
Mm-hmm.
on course. So it was pretty good.
Mm-hmm. So this year, New
Right on
Year,
the set.
got a new year coming up, guys. 2021. Looking forward to doing some new videos, some new trips, new fishing.
Mm-hmm.
Curious if any of you guys got any big trips planned. We're hoping to do a yellowfin trip this year. Looking forward to that. Maybe a swordfish.
Yeah, at one maybe over in Venice, and then maybe swordfish out of the Keys, maybe or something.
Keys, or even here if we need to.
Right. You're going down to St. Augustine. I think they were telling us it's about 120 miles, 115 miles.
To swordfish.
Oh, I'm sorry for the yellowfin. Yellowfin. That's on the other
I mean,
side.
I'm not saying there's not swordfish that far, but
Right. Yeah, but you don't have to go that far. You would like to try to catch one of those bad boys.
Mhm.
4 pounders?
No.
No.
Spinning Valley, who can't wait to see us during mini season.
Yep.
Oh
sounds
yeah,
good.
we're looking forward to you guys being down there, and maybe we can get together and do a couple of trips and
Mhm.
and stuff, and see what's biting down there. Riding on that cat boat. See
Mhm.
what kind of.
Yeah.
And you come ride on our boat, and we'll see which boat works the best.
Mhm. We got some. It'll be fun. It'll be a crazy trip. Cousin Drew will be back down there. 3 years in a
Oh, yeah.
row.
Yeah, okay. That's like never happened in a long time, has it?
Yeah.
Andre said, "What's up? You remember me?" He sent you the
I
picture
do.
of the marlin.
I do. Thank you. That was really cool.
Where did he get something at?
That was in the Bahamas, right?
Sweet.
Pretty sure it's Bahamas.
Was that this year?
I believe so. I believe. I know. He sent it to me this year. I'm
Yeah.
sure it's probably when he caught it. So.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, we see him when they had the mahi run. I've seen him out there off of Jacksonville. I've seen him down in the Keys around the mahi too. It's pretty neat
Mhm.
to see him out there.
Yeah.
Big fishes.
We had something big splash. Remember that tuna? It was a big old splash.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of makes you wonder, you know.
Him was trying to grab him,
Yeah.
but out there ain't no telling what's running along there. Great
Yeah.
whites and everything else, you know,
Yeah.
whales and whale with tail and all that kind of stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we got that. Anything else we're going to be doing? Don't forget the speckled perch this time of year for you freshwater guys.
Mhm.
You know, the water's probably getting just about perfect for that.
Mhm.
I can always go out to my pond and check, see if they're biting. I'll put me a minute trap out there, and sometimes I'll catch 15 or 20 in 30 minutes. It's got nothing to do, but in between messing with a garden,
We'll do some speckled perch fishing videos.
there you go.
They caught 5 that day and 8 mahi.
Wow.
5 marlin? Is that what it
That's pretty
said?
cool. Was that the Bahamas or somebody I'm thinking of? Was it Puerto Rico or Costa Rica or the Bahamas?
Oh, wow, that's pretty neat. 5.
Do we want to do a Bahamas run the summer of 2022?
I'm good for it. Who's that?
That was
Ocean Deep fishing.
Deep. Yeah, and I've seen your boat, by the way. It looks really nice.
I think it'd be neat. We've always talked about doing it. And
Mhm.
obviously, you want to do it with a bunch of boats, you know.
Yeah. I got a couple of our friends, some of the guys who fished with us before, they were talking about they've done it,
Mm-hmm.
and they were telling us, you know, where they go and how, you know, you get there and then you're 300 yards or something like that from your
Yeah.
hotel. You see your hotel and you're catching mahi and wahoo, and
Yeah, in blue water. That's hard for us to
Mhm.
imagine here in
Yeah.
Jacksonville. Ain't it?
I think they eat yellowfin. But it's crazy because, like, what we do when we go to the ledge, we're running 60, 65 miles out. Well, if we trailered our boat down south and went to the Bahamas, that's like 55, 60 miles.
You're
And you're
there.
there. You know, you're not going there fishing, driving home that night. You're there. You know, you're only 27, 30 miles from land at any
Right.
point.
The Florida Straits can get rough though, so you really gotta be careful
Yeah.
down there.
I mean, that's where that big El Faro ship
Oh, yeah.
sank.
Right.
You know,
That-
big old freighter.
What, November, I think it was, wasn't it? September?
Yeah, because your relatives came down in October and that boat came into Mayport. We seen it. It left and then it
Right.
sank.
Yeah,
Never,
that was last it was seen of, yeah.
last voyage.
And,
So-
and aren't we gonna be doing a safety video of the stuff you need here coming
Yeah.
up? Some stuff you might wanna keep on the boat and have it ready when the time comes.
Yeah, we got some cool safety tips we're gonna share with y'all. to
Yes.
help.
It was Puerto Rico, by the
Puerto
way.
Rico, okay.
Okay.
Let's say if it was Bahamas, like, yeah, we'll take the boat over there and catch some. I'm like, Puerto Rico, I don't think we can
Yeah, that
quite
might
make
be,
that trip.
yeah. I take a couple of gas tanks worth to get down that
Have
far.
to get those bladders full of gas. And
Exactly.
be curious how far, like, by water Puerto Rico is from, like, say, the Florida Keys.
Well, no, we'll have to look
Yeah.
it up one day.
Cuba's only 90.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
mean, we could go to Cuba from our boat.
Get a couple of cigars and come back. They might not let us come back, then they might impound our boat.
Right. Reminds me of a funny story.
I say Jeremy doesn't need that
Hey,
again.
hey, you mind doing that on video, Mr. Castro, so we can get this, or whoever's doing the work over there now, I'm not sure who it is.
Yeah.
So, anything else before we shut her down?
So, well, you know, next week, a week from tomorrow, is Christmas. Any you guys got any big things planned for Christmas? Any Christmas ideas, Christmas gifts? If you want to give us something like a 35 contender,
Right.
36 yellowfin,
We'll even take whatever motors you give us with it, we won't be particular.
we won't
about
complain
motors.
about Mercury's.
That's it.
I'm sorry if we just offended your brand of motor.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
I don't know. After Yamaha, I don't know who I
right.
just like more
Don't
Yamaha.
get HPDIs, whatever you do. But other than that, so yeah, so everybody have a good Christmas
Mhm.
and New Year, and y'all kind of stay warm, because it looks like it might be a little cool this year. It's
Mhm.
been cool on a regular basis.
We do have some pretty exciting videos working on coming out soon. I think it'll be fun. They're kind of fun videos. Maybe
Right.
another song in our future.
Yeah.
But I promise to auto tune it better,
Right, and we might get somebody else.
or to have Tyler sing for me.
Yeah, Tyler, we might need you
Be
on
so
that one.
kind.
Yeah. And there, like I said, we want to thank, how many people did we collab with on that 12 Days of Christmas?
There were
11 others.
Yeah.
I mean,
11,
counting
yeah.
Cousin Drew.
Cousin Drew, 11.
Uh,
And
10 tubers and Cousin Drew.
yeah, and for any of you guys, I'd appreciate it if you could leave a comment about Cousin Drew and his baseball card, or go get his baseball card. He'd appreciate it. They're
Right.
pretty cheap on
Yeah, you can get them bad boys for about,
Amazon.
what, $2 a cord or something?
No, it's like
something like
4.
that.
Yeah,
$2
yeah,
for
no,
free
the price
shipping.
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
For free shipping.
Tell you what, if you buy Cousin Drew's baseball card, take a picture of it on Instagram, tag us, and we will sell you one of our shirts at cost. or
Right,
something.
exactly right.
We'll
Yeah,
enter you in for a drawing for something. Okay.
that's right. You'll win something.
I'm hoping Cousin Drew doesn't see this video. I want to see like all these pictures on Instagram of him and his card, and then that would be like his Christmas present for me.
Exactly. Y'all to him from us.
Right.
That kind of
Like, Drew, look, you're so famous. You got all these baseball card people buying them up. So,
Exactly right.
that'd be awesome.
Maybe you could just send them a picture of the baseball
Yeah.
card and they kind of Photoshop
I
it.
love a good practical joke, right?
That's right.
Be sure to check out today's video and everyone's channel.
Mm-hmm. Let's see, was it OMG Can Cousin Drew? Sorry, I missed it.
Yeah. And cousin Drew on a shelf with the card. Like elf with a
elf on
elf
the shelf, yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty cool.
yeah,
That'd be
Drew
something.
on the flu or something.
Drew on
The better one I was, the other thing I was thinking about
Anyways.
Drew on. So anyhow,
If anyone can comment where my dad was going with that comment,
yeah, Drew on something.
we will
else.
sell you
Hopefully,
a shirt at cost.
Drew's not watching this.
That's right.
But anyways, kind of lost where I was going there. Drew on the flu.
Christmas song.
Christmas, yeah, videos coming out. Got some fun videos coming out. I think you'll like them.
What's the more?
Tomorrow we're talking about how to find bait in the Florida Keys.
Yeah.
Live bait.
And that's the big thing too, because
Yeah.
you get live bait down the Keys, you're gonna catch fish,
You are in the game.
and you can struggle sometimes trying to find them certain
Yeah.
years. We
Mhm.
find nothing.
But a lot of my trips, you know, like you've seen some of our videos, we're doing good on mahi, good on yellowtail, and mangrove. Having that live bait really makes a big difference. I mean, and it's easy down the Keys, you know, because you're just so close, and you can take the family out cruising. You know, let the kids catch bait for 30 minutes, jig up some bait, and go from there. So
Exactly. And some people always say catching a bait's the best thing.
we've taken people out, and you know, we don't normally get a fish, and they're out there catching bait, and they're just having the time of their lives.
Yeah, so we could do this all day.
And I'm like, I don't know, maybe we shouldn't tell them that that's just bait.
Right. Yeah.
Just let them catch it all
Right.
day.
Yeah. Yeah. Tell them it's sardines they're good to eat. So
Yeah, like they're just frying whole.
That's it.
Little fillets on those.
Tell me how you like them too.
Yeah.
But anyhow.
Mhm.
Hey, anything else before we wrap it up?
No, I think that's it. If you guys got any requests for 2021, anything, any video ideas, any comments, anything we can do to help you catch more fish. Some of you guys are local, you know, if you guys are local and want to meet up, or, you know, just like if you're going out and we're going out, you know, call us on the radio.
Hang out or
If we find the pogies, or if we're wahoo fishing, you know, we've been like, oh, we're down south catching wahoo, or maybe you're up north and you can tell us, hey, Jeremy, come up here, fish
That's
up
right.
here.
yeah, share that bait information. There ain't no sense in keeping it a secret. We can all get out there and catch fish together. And when you get out on some fish, you know, unless you're in a tournament, you might not want to tell anybody, but on a fun day of fishing, share it so everybody else can do it.
Yeah,
And we can all collab that way, you know.
I mean, yeah, like if you're in a tournament, you don't want to tell me, totally get it. But like personally, like I don't mind sharing the information, cause I just don't feel like it really hurts. You know, you help a guy out, and really, you know, if you're gonna catch fish, you're gonna catch fish, and if they come over, then you both catch fish. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I've never really had it where someone just shut me down because they all came in. Now don't get right up on them. Don't be disrespectful.
Right.
You
Yeah,
know,
don't pull an Alabama.
If
on
someone's
us.
bottom fishing, don't you know do that to them. But you know if it's a big live bottom or you're trolling, yeah, sure, let everyone join in
Right.
on the fun.
There you go.
Well, thanks guys for tuning in. Appreciate you watching. Hope you guys have a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year's. Stay safe, stay warm, catch a bunch of fish.
And we'll see you next time on the Real Hazardous.
See you guys.